This is an event you won't want to miss.
I think the number one thing that I take away from this is the challenge. You're always challenged on multiple levels, mentally, physically, spiritually. We've been challenged every day since we've been here. You gotta come here, take some time out, do it. It's a great experience. You'll never forget it.
Hey everybody, we're going to take a quick little break here. I want to stop and thank our new sponsor. If you're serious about getting your time back and scaling your business, then SMA Support Services is your secret weapon. I use SMA for all of our support and admin tasks. Everything from back office management, day-to-day admin, even a call center. Their team frees up my staff to stay focused on high-level, revenue-generating activities. And that, let me tell you, is a fucking game changer. SMA isn't just support. They're a partner that keeps our operations running smooth and efficiently. So if you want to focus on growing your business and leave the support work to the pros, hit up SMA Support Services. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of GTFO with Eric O and Adam motherfucking Patterson. There he is.
I like
What's
the
up, Adam?
is a good addition. I'm deeply appreciative of that. You're still in. Does everyone know where you are right now doing this?
Well, I'm home.
You're back from the Cayman.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I'll shut
Then never mind. Yeah. I got back on Monday night. So yeah.
Nice. How was your trip?
It was great, man. You know, anytime I get to go dive and see family and do the thing it's a good opportunity, right?
Our team in the Philippines, Eric, is excited for your arrival. Is planning on where you'll go dive. There's apparently one particular group of islands that are the best for diving.
Yes, we have to go to El Nido.
Yes, their big concern is that only one of them is scuba certified, so they won't be able to accompany you underwater to keep you safe. So
They all want to go though.
Do they all want to go? Yeah, they're all going to go.
Got it. I mean, Joe's going, and by that time you'll be certified. Oh no, yeah, no,
Yeah, I will be.
Will you be certified by then?
Not open water, but
you could probably get open water certified there.
That would be my thought, right? If I can get open water certified,
because you could do your book work and your pool work at home now, do your open water dives there, and then be ready for exhale, and you wouldn't even have to do checkout dives at exhale.
Look at that.
Look at us coming up with a plan.
I know, sometimes great things happen.
I love that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too.
Yeah,
because my buddy Jamie that will be on the exhale trip that works with George down in Cayman.
Yep.
He worked in the Philippines for a year and a half at El Nido at a dive shop there. So like that was the only reason I knew that name.
Yep.
Yeah. So
nice.
I'm excited. How's Adam doing?
It's doing well. Yeah, you know what? There's a very big difference, I'll tell you, in the overall. It's interesting. In the broader market, the economy's incredibly unpredictable at the moment.
Okay.
Now, it seems to be much busier for a lot of roofers that I've talked to that are not solely reliant on storm damage this year than it was last year. For a lot of guys that are solely storm reliant, it's either equitable or, another down year, right, in repetition. But in general, the economy seems to be chugging along, even though every single economic indicator being fairly abysmal. So
So I was actually talking to Chase yesterday about this, and we were kind of comparing Nebraska and Kansas City and kind of what we were both doing. And we're both down a little bit from last year. But what we recognize too is, and a lot of people probably notice this that are in the industry, if you have a big storm year the year prior and you don't get another event that next year, everything's down. And it's not just down because you don't have a storm. It's like retail's down, like everything's down. Like you really have to pivot and reinvent and like make sure that you're, like you're using your verticals, and maybe one thing was down the previous year and you're going after it like we are with siding and, different things like that. And really trying to get creative so that you can continue to create revenue, right? Because we can't count on a storm.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah. That's another thing that I hear, it's probably a good place for us to start today are the number of requests that I get from folks who want to start call centers to treat a problem of, I don't have any leads. And I cannot advise you against doing that in like strong enough. Generally speaking, right? Where I get these calls a lot from are folks that are in generally heavy storm areas that haven't had a storm. And they think that, well, if I could just call these people because people don't like door knockers anymore, that'll fix my problem. Doesn't work that way. I get this call from folks that think that a call center is a magic switch that they will just flip on, right? Well, we already knock. So if we start calling people too, then we'll get response. And then that should increase my lead flow. Does not work that way. Like all marketing should be very omni-channel. So we should have,
what's that mean?
Omni-channel would be like things like I'm sending a mailer. I have a canvasser that hits the door. I've got Meta and Facebook ads. I have
multiple sources.
My trucks. I've got a billboard, right? So now people begin to see the brand all over the place. Makes it a little bit more familiar. It's a flywheel, right? So it turns every one of those outputs into something that's more successful. But there's this, just to be blunt, and there are a lot of call center providers in market, which is fucking nonsense. Like, if there was a magic bullet way to automatically get a whole bunch of super highly qualified leads, don't you think every fucking roofer in the world would be doing this?
Correct.
Right? Like every single roofing company would be doing that. It doesn't work that way. And in addition, beyond the fact that you could go call center only if you have some of those other components that are in place, but you're going to have to be heavily involved in coaching the team, addressing the team, working with the team, bringing that to life. It's not this thing where you just throw money at it and all of a sudden leads start coming out.
Because how much we did with that, with the coaching side of it, right? I mean, that's been integral.
It's the only way it works, right? The other piece of that is a lot of the call center providers will work on a contract basis with the labor. So you won't necessarily have the same guy calling for you for a very long period of time. They'll do things like use auto dialers and script prompts. So it's whoever gets connected to someone in your territory, in your market. And it could be, Vanessa that was just calling for 3 different roofing companies in the prior 3 calls. Yep. So you're just kind of hoping she reads the script right. And there isn't that, lagging psychological indicator of familiarity of the last thing that I just said. Yeah. So, in general, the call center is a terrible investment in general. And if it's the only thing that you're going to do and you think it's going to be a magic wand that fixes all of your business problems, I cannot advise you against it enough. I just can't.
So the point of that is obviously is have a plan behind it. Whether it's rehash or it's what we've been having a decent amount of success with our call center is doing some more B2B. And going after whether it's insurance agents, real estate agents, whatever it is, and trying to get appointments set up for referral partnerships. And we've had really good success in getting those meetings set. I think in the last 2 months, we've set 20 leads and probably had 10 or 15 of them show up to the call that we scheduled. And then we probably got half of those that wanted to work with us. I mean, which I think that's a great fucking ratio.
Yeah. Matt Davis, who I was just speaking to the other day, I love Matt. I think the world of Matt. He's an awesome dude. Was talking about the way that he'd used his virtual assistant to call property management companies and the major impact that that's made. And he says that anyone's not doing that. That's crazy. Here's the way that I see call centers work. Call centers work under the assumption that you have a super recent storm event. Right. You've got or if you don't have a super major recent storm event, You've got a comprehensive holistic marketing program that isn't wholly reliant on your call center. You are prepared to be very involved in the coaching, development, iteration of the team and the program while it comes to life, realizing that it isn't just like throw money at it and hope for the best. That there is, consistency in delivery model. So like it's the same people that are only working and calling for you, not a shared service delivery model. It focuses a lot on differentiation, things like B2B, lead, rehash, and nurture. So it's not just here's a list of people we've never worked with in these towns, right? Right? Like you can mix some of that in, and there's gold in those hills to some degree, but like you want to make sure that it's a consistent revenue producer, like all marketing expenditure is. Mm-hmm. And a great way to do that is to do rehash and nurture campaigns with that call center team for folks that already know you, right? Because you either did business with them 5 or 6 years ago, or because you didn't close them on a roof the first time around.
Yeah, agreed. Because that was how we started, right? Like, and that was how we started was just with somebody that was going to get on the phones, and we got spoiled because we did it and we got literally hit with a good storm right after we started, right? Yeah. And so like it was fucking lead. And what we learned is like that lasted for 2.5 months, 3 months, maybe, where it was like really good and consistent, but then you could see it just go,
yeah,
right after that. And it was like, okay, well, how are we going to reinvent this resource that we have so that we're utilizing it properly? Right. And so like all of those tips are like super important. If you're thinking about doing it, it's not just you're buying a lead gen, right? Like you're building a different part of your business, right? To be able to continue with follow-ups and things like that. And like I said, the B2B play for me has been so far, we've had really good results, right? That's a longer term play, right? So like we haven't closed a bunch of deals from it, but we continue working that. And by the end of the year, we're going to be in a good spot.
Right. And it's also what I call one-to-many marketing, right? Which is investing your direct time into something that can, turn into a multitude of opportunities for you rather than, that limited amount of, you'll never put more than one of you on earth or 24 hours in a day. Right. So how can I be most impactful in my sphere of influence? It's to do one-to-many stuff.
Yeah.
So real estate agents, insurance agents, property managers, home inspectors.
Yep.
Folks that have a vested interest in the right outcome and who have a lot of market opportunity to help the same homeowners that you serve.
Absolutely. So one thing that I brought up this morning I had my weekly call with my call center team, and Mary showed up to the meeting. I don't know if you heard about this.
I did not yet. No, tell me more.
So we were sitting in the meeting and Mary popped on, and she isn't always able to pop on, but she was able to pop on this morning and say hi. And I was like, guys, I have an idea. I was like, all these webinars that we do, that Adam and I do every 2 weeks? And like, yeah. And I was like, I need everybody here to support me in this, but would everybody like to see Mary on the next fucking webinar? And everybody's like, yeah. So she's already been scheduled for our next call.
That's awesome.
It's on her calendar. Maria's watching, and she said, she literally texted me right after the meeting, and she's like, it's already on her calendar. She's coming.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
I thought that would be really cool because like she's running a lot of people. Like she really sees all the nuts and bolts and all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And, I started with her like way back, when I was doing a different business, and trying to, integrate SMA inside of that business. And like, and I mean, that poor lady had to learn how to deal with me. You know what I mean? So like everybody's got to be fucking easy after dealing with me. But like, she's such a fucking rock star that I thought it would just be really cool to have her on.
So I'll give you a little operational secret really quickly. Mary is our senior operations manager that we pair with our super high dominance, testosterone driven business owners.
Is that right?
So, yeah, the ones whom we need to train like dogs a little bit, the only person that will step to the plate to do that and tell them to shut the fuck up.
So does that mean that anybody watching that doesn't have Mary is some kind of a pussy and not?
I wouldn't go that far. Now we're drawing aspersions, but yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's Mary's. That's Mary's big part of Mary's role.
Well, I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
that's going to be
actually. I would tell you, right? Like as we think about like understanding the investment, So one of the clients that Mary works with uses us for call center services, right? And that mixed tiered infrastructure of some lead nurture, some rehash, appointment confirmation, et cetera, et cetera. They have a deal with the company, which is the company that employs them. If they get 40 meetings in a week, they get to take Friday afternoon off and play bingo. So all week long, they will work as hard as they can to schedule 40 appointments for the course of that week. And if they're successful at 2 p.m. On Friday, they hop in and they play bingo. Sometimes the CEO of that company will hop in and play bingo with them. But, right, it's small, little nuanced things like that. I share some of this, right, because the amount of attitude I see in market of like, I want a lead program that I just throw money at and I don't do any work in and it spits leads out at me. And like, that is just such a pervasive expectation of service delivery in this space. It's fucking crazy. That doesn't exist. That's never existed. Right. And anyone who's telling you that they're going to do that for you is completely full of shit.
Correct.
So
how many fucking people are they using to get 40 leads a week?
A lot. I mean, they're huge.
Yeah, I mean, that's a shitload.
Yeah, 13 or 14.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say, God damn, that's a lot.
And it's also, to be clear, it's not homeowners. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that another SMA staff member won Employee of the Month at D&M?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. So we're half the year. It's been the SMA employees winning your fucking Employee of the Month.
It has. Yeah. They're also the most responsible about voting.
We're great at that. We have,
they're really good at stacking the deck.
I won't point to which public voting campaigns that we've fucking taken control out of and manipulated the outcome to, but there have been a wide handful of best roofer in certain cities that have been heavily influenced by a team of 350 Filipinos.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. So
that's hilarious. Yeah. So I'll give a shout out if she's watching to Marie. So not Maria, but Marie. She goes by Marie or Marf in our call center. But what's been really cool for people watching is that, like, yes, we have our call center team, but what's been neat is that they're such good team members that when something else comes up that we need to do, they have been able to pivot and get trained in something else to be able to help us. So like in our CRM migration, we've had people from the team that have jumped in to help with that migration. That wasn't their job when they got hired on, right? That wasn't necessarily their zone of genius, right? But like we've had two to three people inside of our team that have like helped out with that, which has been amazing.
Eric, I'm getting that annoying phone call. I told you halfway through. Hold on, I'll be quick.
Okay, great. So everybody knows. So now Adam is taking a break. Oh, you should stay on camera so we can watch you talk. Adam has been on hold for an hour and a half to be able to get, I think they had to order extra small condoms. I can't remember what it was exactly that he had to get ordered in, but it was a special order deal. And so he's been waiting on hold for an hour and a half. And he's like, I have to take this call because I can't miss my special order, small, I don't know, what do they call small condoms? Because the big ones are magnums. I wonder if he can hear me, but the small ones are called like, what would we call those? Itty bitties? Call them itty bitties. But anyway, so we're taking a break right now because Adam is busy. So if anybody's watching, I know there's some people watching and listening. So we are rebranding GTFO. So Be Authentic or Get the Fuck Out is going to be rebranded as GTFO with Eric O. And we are going to be getting some local interviews here. Are you back? Are you back? No. Okay. So we're gonna rebrand as GTFO with Eric O. And then one of my first interviews, which I'm really fucking excited about, is gonna be with a woman by the name of Colleen Quinn. And Colleen runs the Funny Bone here in Omaha and knows fucking everybody, knows every famous comedian like anywhere because they have come through Omaha and they have come through Funny Bone. And she just texted me back and said that she is going to be willing to come on the show, which is super fucking cool. That's going to be a really neat one. And then I have one more that I shouldn't say I got it, but I think I got it. I think I'm going to be able to get ex-football player from Nebraska in Tommy Frazier. which would be pretty cool. I played golf with him last year with a buddy of mine, Dan Ferguson, and he said that he would agree. A lot of people know him here in Omaha, but he actually does a lot of like interesting charity work that I wasn't aware of that I learned about when I was playing golf with him. Oh, still on hold. So I'll just keep talking about what's going to happen in the new season. So I'm getting those. And then next month, we're going to be at Win the Storm with Adam and SMA and Meritage Partners. I don't think that's actually been announced, but they're putting me in their, I don't know if it's a breakout room or like what the fuck it's called exactly. But there's going to be a room where Meritage Partners, SMA, and there's a few other partners in there. I think that Dan Lee is going to be there. And we are going to set up Be Authentic or Get the Fuck Out. No, GTFO with Eric O. I got to remember how to say that. We're going to set up GTFO with Eric O in the corner and get some really amazing interviews. So if you are going to Win the Storm, I wasn't sure if I was going to be there this year or not. I had a lot of things going on. And usually I don't go to things anymore if I'm not speaking. But I saw this as a really good opportunity to get out and see people that I haven't seen in a long time. I love networking events like this. And Win the Storm, it was actually the first event that I ever went to back in 2016, I think it was. So that was like literally the first event that I ever went to in my life as a attendee. And so now we'll be back and we'll be filming. So we'll be filming. I got some really cool referrals from a good friend of mine, Mark Lundholm, who's a comedian, and he's got a special being dropped on September 13th. So this is super important and shit. I don't remember the name of it. Now I'm an asshole because I don't remember the name of it. I'll get the name from Mark and we'll drop it here. But he's got a special dropping on September 13th.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
That's going to be fire. And so on September 13th, we'll make sure that we drop the link here so that everybody can go get it. It's going to be on YouTube and his website for his nonprofit. And then they're trying to get it on one of the major streaming networks. I'm not going to say which one yet because it hasn't been announced, but really, really, really funny man and a really good friend of mine and has helped me out with a lot of stuff. So some cool stuff coming up here with GTFO with Eric O. And Adam, you're back.
I'm back.
Who knew I could just fucking talk for 5 minutes and,
Not I.
Not nothing. So, okay. What were we talking about?
We were talking about figuring out when you're going back through old emails that you had a $300 bill that you forgot to pay a year and a half ago. And
what?
I never got a call on it or anything, right? So it's not a big deal.
What are you talking about?
I had a bill from an electric company from a place I used to live in. That's
what that was.
What I didn't know is that when you cancel your service, it cancels your auto pay, which makes zero fucking sense.
Oh,
so, yeah. And then I got one email about it that I just happened upon. One of the things that I've been doing recently is fixing my computer. So it's going to the Apple store tomorrow afternoon to get a battery replacement. And I took a whole bunch of documents and saved shit that I had on here and put it into Dropbox.
Yeah.
Because I've got like multiples of millions of dollars of intellectual property that I don't want to just delete. And in the process of doing this, found this email and thought that's weird. And then logged into the website and saw that I had a balance due, but wasn't able to pay the balance on the website.
So it wasn't what I just told everybody it was you were on the call for?
What did you tell everybody it was?
Oh, I told everybody that you made the special order for extra small condoms. And
yes, that's exactly right. This is just a long con.
For a really long time for them to come in. And like, you can't miss that phone call because they're hard to get.
Yes, it's me and every other incredibly small dicked man in the world are on hold, which is why
I was trying to come up with what the name of them was because I knew that magnums were for like big ones. And we said that this one was called like itty bitties or something like that. I couldn't remember. So that was what we talked about while you put me on mute.
That's great. Yeah, perfect.
Love you too.
Perfect. No,
did you get it paid?
It's all paid.
All paid. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. All right. What else is going on in the world of Adam?
In the world of Adam, I mean, I would say that like what we're hitting right now, and I tell like every contractor I know and everyone that we come across the market, this is it. These next 6 fucking weeks are your worst part of the year, right? This is the part that sucks when you're like waiting on insurance releases to be able to order material, when you don't have fucking storms because it's too hot out, when like you feel like your market is saturated and every fucking roofer in the world is in your territory. You're not getting leads. And like, you know, what you should always evaluate your business performance on the aggregate, not through incredibly short windows that can lead you to making reactive decisions. This part of the year sucks, right? And there's not a magic wand that will fix it. You know, there's not like a super secret thing that no one knows about. There is like, you know, there's always good to broaden your horizons, to learn as much as you can from other folks that are in market. But like, don't look for an easy button because that isn't out there. And don't get too discouraged in this moment of when the crunch gets hard, right? Around thinking that, you know, you're a failure, you can't make it, you're not apt to run this business, your company's not going to survive. You need to make a rash decision that's completely irrational, right? In order to fix the problems that you have today. Because within 60 days, you're going to get a bunch of fucking insurance checks if you manage those projects right.
Yeah. And this is also the time of year. Like I said, I was talking to Chase the other day. We were brainstorming about stuff. And, you know, the summer, if you didn't have a spring storm, right? If you didn't have a spring storm, the summer is like the deadest fucking time of the year because nobody's spending money. Everybody's going on vacations. Everybody's fucking grilling out and you know what I mean? But then if you live in the Midwest or, well, really anywhere other than like the deep South, right? Where it's nice all the fucking time. Once you get into that early fall, people start to go, oh shit, the weather's going to get bad in about 3 months. And I had this project that was on my mind. I need to fucking go get that locked down so I can get it done before the end of the year. Right. And those are the people that's why you need to have that team that's fucking rehashing all those old leads that you had because they sat on them for 2 or 3 months, not because they didn't want to do them. It's because they were going on family vacations and fucking off with their kids and doing all the shit that we do in the summer. And all of a sudden stuff's going to get real here in like 30 days where everybody's like, shit, we got to get those done. Am I going to be able to get on a list to be able to get finished?
Yeah. I mean, your buyers come through 2 camps. You know, camp A, I need a roof. I need it right now. I know I need it and I want to move forward. Right. And I'll make my decision based on, you know, quality, price, you know, availability, etc.
Yep.
That's like 1/3 of your lead volume. If you're lucky, 20% realistically. The other 80% are, I might need a roof in the next 1 to 5 years. I'm not sure. I'm beginning that education process. I don't know what it's going to look like. And that same guy or gal might, you know, come to the fall and say like, oh, fuck. All right. Like I need to do it. I need to do it now. And if you're not on top of them, they will Google or ask their neighbors.
Yeah.
Right. And then
they'll forget immediately that they talked to you.
For sure. Yeah. They're not going to remember.
No,
they just aren't.
They're not.
So I ordered a dumpster service today and I already can't tell you the name of them. Right. And you should, you know, realistically, everybody should go on vacation and like towards the end of September and first week of October and go spend a couple weeks in Germany. Look at this, Eric, hold on. I got to show you. These came in the mail yesterday. My wonderful German Lederhosen, which I'll be wearing at Oktoberfest. Yes. Yeah. Should I wear them next time we're doing one of our webinars?
No.
Listen, motherfucker, you think I'm going to Munich and I'm not going to wear Lederhosen for a week? It
would have never crossed my mind. Is it a costume though?
No. These people take this pretty seriously.
But like they don't just run around on a fucking Tuesday like that.
No, they wear them to Oktoberfest. No, they don't run around on. Yeah.
Because what is Oktoberfest other than an opportunity to go get drunk?
It's the world's largest folk festival.
What is a folk festival?
What would be an equivalent? Minnesota State Fair.
So it's a state fair.
Not really, though. It's a celebration of beer and a celebration.
So is it a combination? Is it a cross between a state fair and a Renaissance festival?
Not Renaissance. No. They're not gay.
Well, I didn't know if they're fucking eating turkey legs and shit and fucking.
No, there's a lot of sausage, a lot of German foods, vice versa, lots of really good German food. There are roller coasters and shit that are there.
Ooh.
There's all kinds of stuff. It's fucking awesome. And I found a nice
for grown-ups.
It's for grown-ups. Yeah.
Okay.
Families go though. There are a lot of families that go to Oktoberfest.
Oh, they do.
Yes, it's a really big ground. Yeah.
So you can go alone as an adult and not look crazy like some of the people that we don't like.
Yeah, that's exactly right. In fact, you're encouraged to go alone as an adult, like, you know.
Okay.
So unlike Disney World, which if you are going there without kids, we're not friends. I want to be upfront about that. We're just not.
We're just not.
Yeah.
Okay. So to recap though, We're going to have
Disney World is for children, and you are only allowed to go there with your children. And if you're going without children, that's just grow up.
It's weird. You can go to Universal though.
Busch Gardens, isn't that the adult one? Right?
I don't know, but Universal's cool.
Sure,
I'll do that.
Fair.
But to recap, next webinar, we're gonna have Mary. Couldn't even try to say her fucking last name. Wouldn't even attempt. What is it?
Estejero.
Do you do that?
I don't personally.
Are you supposed to?
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
Oh, I also didn't know that there's like Spanish background in their culture.
600 years of Spanish occupation.
And so that's why like a lot of their words are very Spanish-y.
Yes. Yep. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of Spanish ethnicity as well. Yeah.
Got it. I learned that the other day. So there's that. So Mary's going to be on. So like, you do not want to miss Lexi, fucking take this clip. So we talk about it. You do not want to miss the next episode because we're going to have Mary on, and she's going to be a great fucking guest. We're going to talk about, because isn't she a DJ too or something like that?
She not only is she a DJ, she was a DJ in one of the most popular radio stations in Manila for the morning drive.
Don't let me forget that, because we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, she's also the host of the holiday party that we do every year. So you will,
and I think Maria's helping plan it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's going to be the best time. You're going to have such a fun time.
Am I going to be asked to dress up like an asshole?
No, it's optional.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Dress up like an asshole. So define asshole, I guess.
Well, I just mean, as a general rule, I don't dress up, right?
Oh, no, it's not dress up. No, they do. Like last year, they're themed.
Yeah.
And there was a theme last year. There's not obligated to dress up in theme.
Oh, what was the theme last year? Was it 80s or something?
Yeah, yep, that's it. It was 80s. Yeah,
that's right. But they all came in like D&M gear, which was fucking sweet.
They did, yeah.
My people did, yeah. Like they fucking went and made their own hats. That was cool as shit.
Yeah.
I'll bring some cool swag for them though. The other thing that I was going to announce though was that you guys have also partnered with Becca Switzer, and so Becca and I are friends. And so I talked to Becca, and we're going to have Becca join us on some of these every once in a while to talk about the things that she's an expert in, and like how, what she does translates with what you guys do and all that kind of stuff. And she's fun to talk to, right? Probably my two favorite interviews that I've done were 3-hour fucking interviews with Becca.
Yeah. I would say the best part about Becca is like find smart people and then just shut the fuck up and let them talk and get out of their way. Right.
And she just goes.
It's remarkable. Like, yeah, but it's all quality and high value.
But it's all quality stuff, right? Yeah, I sit in an interview usually, and after a certain amount of time, my brain just starts fucking checking out. And like, I immediately know what I'm like coming up on an hour. Like I can feel it. And I'm like, okay, I've drained enough. I've drained everything I can out of this fucking person. Right. And like, we need to go. With her, it was 2.5 hours in, and I was like, holy shit. How did that happen? I was like, I was engaged like the whole time. Like, she's just really cool to talk to. Yeah. So just for everybody watching, we're going to have Becca start showing up here every once in a while and chiming in and giving some feedback, and it'll just be a fun conversation. So these are just going to also turn into just cool, fun conversations, because here's my other point of these, and then we'll wrap up here in a sec. Because I'm going to play golf. But one of the things that I really want people that are watching to see and understand, and the reason that I want to have the Marys on, and I want to have like all these different people on, and we'll start having on some guests that are, current clients of SMA. That's not just me, right? Like maybe we'll get Kent to come on, or, somebody else, right? Is like, I want everybody to meet the people, right? The real people behind what's happening. And you're not just, like you said, like, you're not just hiring this lead service. You're not just hiring this, this invisible person behind a screen that you never interact with, and, and have real, like, heart-to-heart conversations with, and whatever, right? Like you're dealing with real folks, right? And that's why people want to work with certain businesses. And it's the reason that like we all continue to work together, because like I love working with you. You claim to love working with me, and you know what I mean? So like that's why people want to do that. And so I want people that are watching to like see those people, including you and Chris and just everybody behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, to know what they're really doing, because those are the type of people you want to work with.
Yeah. Likewise. I mean, the people are really what make us special. And that's, one of the things that I want to help show too. It's, the number of clients that we have that say, like, I use this other VA service and like your people are just so much smarter. They're so much better. And I want them to feel that impression, but there's a lot of magic that happens behind the scenes from really intelligent and capable people like Mary, like our junior operations managers, et cetera, that make all that possible. And we're a people company. That's our product.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the future. This is going to be a fun. I didn't know how long we'd be able to fucking like run this, you know what I mean? Like consistently and like keep having content and everything. And what's cool is that I honestly think that it's gotten better as it's moved along, right? Like
it's less forced.
Yeah. And it's always forced in the beginning because you're like, what are we doing? And like now we've kind of found the flow. And hopefully people are enjoying it. I'll be honest, like I just have fun. So fuck them if they
this is my favorite.
Yeah. But I think we've really found the flow, and like I'm really excited about like now and in the future and being able to do this for a really long time, because this is just, it's fun too.
Likewise. And I'm excited. I'm on a really intensive cut diet that started Saturday this past weekend. So I should lose a drastic amount of weight by our next webinar.
Oh, what kind of diet?
Oh, it sucks. It sucks so much shit. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to? Yeah. It sucks so much shit. So no salt, no sugars, no seasonings, because they have a lot of artificial sodium in them. So this is ready. This is meal 1, 6 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 1/2 cup oats, 1/2 cup berries, black coffee. Meal 2, lunch, 6 ounces grilled chicken, 1 cup jasmine rice, 1 cup steamed spinach. Meal 3, only post lifting, 2 scoops of whey isolate, 2 rice cakes, 1 banana. Meal 4, dinner. This is where it gets really tough. 6 ounces, 96% lean ground beef drained. It's pretty much ground beef with all the fat cooked off and taken off of it. Or 6 ounces of whitefish, 1 avocado, 1 cup steamed green beans, seasoned with Himalayan salt if you want. And then this part makes me want to blow my brains out every night. Pre-bed, 3/4 of a cup of low-fat cottage cheese, 1 serving of psyllium husk on the cottage cheese. It fucking blows.
So but how long are you going to do that for?
I'm going to do that for 2 months so that I'm like 14% body fat when I get to Germany. But just thinking ahead, right? Yeah, it sucks. It sucks so much.
You got it when you're doing it though. Like you need to have a plan to like ease back into a normal lifestyle though.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's 2,000 kcals. So it's not like I've gone like super calorie restrictive. I've just gotten like really low glycemic index foods with no additional fat.
Well, that'll be good for you. Okay. Well, we'll
update. Great. I mean, I feel great. Guess who doesn't have IBS anymore?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think the better part of the story is I've obviously had IBS for a really long time, and I've just dealt with the consequences, which I seemingly can manage through the right kind of diet.
Diet will change that. So cool, Adam. Well, hey, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We're going to run a couple videos here. Stick around and watch the videos, please. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with Mary, and she'll be back on the show. Thanks, guys.
This is an event you won't want to miss.
I think the number one thing that I take away from this is the challenge. You're always challenged on multiple levels, mentally, physically, spiritually. We've been challenged every day since we've been here. You've got to come here, take some time out, do it, It's a great experience. You'll never forget it.
Hey, everybody, we're going to take a quick little break here. I want to stop and thank our new sponsor. If you're serious about getting your time back and scaling your business, then SMA Support Services is your secret weapon. I use SMA for all of our support and admin tasks. Everything from back office management, day-to-day admin, even a call center. Their team frees up my staff to stay focused on high-level, revenue-generating activities. And that, let me tell you, is a fucking game changer. SMA isn't just support. They're a partner that keeps our operations running smooth and efficiently. So if you want to focus on growing your business and leave the support work to the pros, hit up SMA Support Services.